I want to speak about something that, truth be told, might not be a popular topic to discuss and speak about, but I got to speak about it. Either you got the lineage or you don't, in the words of our brother Tariq Nasheed. See, I'm noticing as of late, some foundational black Americans want to write, others off as not being of the lineage when they get out here and say foolish and coonish things that go against the greater good of FBA society. And just because we don't like a person's ways and actions still don't mean that person's not of the lineage. Your lineage is your lineage. That's pretty much edged in stone. That don't change. And just because we don't like a person's ways and actions don't mean they not of the lineage. Every group of people there is on the face of this earth got people within that society that don't get on code for the greater good of that society. Everybody got a coon class, and we ain't exempt from that. Taking account Kevin Gates coonish behind when he went up there to the Paul Pierce podcast talking some black on black crime myth, shucking and jiving to appease the dominant white society. I talked about that a few days ago on a video, and a lot of people were hopping in my comment section saying Kevin Gates ain't a foundational black American. He comes from a Puerto Rican mother, but it's to my knowledge and understanding that his father is foundational black American. See, full foundational black American, half foundational black American. It's all the same. Every group of people got, people inside that, society, that's a coon, and we ain't exempt from it. Hell, Jesse Lee Peterson, was a foundational black American, and he's one of the biggest off-code coons there is around. Shit, my mom is half FBA and white, and I got a lot of game, black knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from my mom. A lot of my black consciousness directly comes from my mom, and she's a big rider for foundational black American society. And my mom is Mariah Carey complexion, truth be told. And my father, on the other hand, of course, he's full FBA, but my mom is one of the biggest riders there is for foundational black American society. So just because a person, is half FBA or, hella off code, don't change that person's lineage. Your lineage is pretty much edged in stone. That don't change. The determining factor to me, if that person is a foundational black American or not, is do you have the lineage or not? Do you come from at least a foundational black American parent? Because you got some people that want to say, well, I got a 6 times removed great grandparent or some kind of relative so far off. I'm foundational black American when they white or non-foundational black American now. Hell no, that's not how that thing works. That's a technicality. You need at least one parent in my book to be considered a foundational black American. So I just wanted to bring this to the family's attention that just because a person's hella off code or, half FBA, they still full FBA in my book, because I've even heard some people going as far as saying, half FBAs shouldn't get the same amount of reparations as full FBAs when, we're all entitled to our fair share when it comes to reparations and things of that regard. So the determining factor to me, is, do they got a foundational black American mindset? Are they about the building and the empowerment of our foundational black American collective? Are they about the advancement of foundational black American society? So just because a person, don't want to get on code for the greater good, that don't change a person's lineage. A person's lineage is their lineage, and full FBAs, half FBAs, it's all the same, and we all entitled to that fair share of reparations. Just my thoughts on the matter. Peace.